Jambo la kwanza, let me explain. Courts, we are not in a high court of Tanzania. We are in a high court of Kenya that must listen to every petition. It is not a request. It is under Article 165. The judiciary's mandate is to listen, and it will listen. It will speak loudly. Read, if our case has merit, the court will give directions. Whichever directions the court will give, my client shall abide by the directions of the court. But anybody who will want to use extrajudicial actions of carrying goons to eject anybody from the position of the speaker, that the National Police Service will take action. Number two, on the question of numbers, it is the political question that will be dealt in Parliament. Anybody who has numbers, that plenary is open. Let that battle be done within the county assembly standing orders. If anybody is aggrieved, if the governor has numbers, let him get the numbers, eject the speaker. That process proceeds, it moves from Parliament, it goes to court, and the process of impeachment is already settled in this country. For me as the advocate, my position is very clear: to represent my client in court, and I've done it. I've given the facts, I've given the law, I've given the evidence, only waiting for the court to make its wise decision. Of the County Assembly of Machakos, to the effect that orders have been obtained without material non-disclosure, without providing all the information to the learned judge. We have no grudge with the learned judge. The Speaker has full confidence with the learned judge of Machakos High Court, save that the judge was not given sufficient and full material to make a reasoned decision. The fact that we are brought to this court is that the first incident, the same MCS contravened the provisions of the county assembly's requirements, standards. They involved themselves in a grave misbehavior where they barricaded the speaker and the staffs, and for more than 8 hours, an action that endangered the lives of citizens who are working in the county assembly. It endangered the honorable members of the county assembly. It endangered the members of the fourth estate who cover proceedings in the county assembly. It endangered the properties of the county assembly. The speaker had no option other than to suspend those that were culpable. We have produced the Hansard for that day. We have produced the video clips showing the type of hooliganism, the type of conduct unfit for an honorable member of Parliament. We have produced the videos showing conduct similar to conduct of members of a group of hooligans, not a group of honorable members of Parliament. Out of that, the Speaker had to close the assembly indefinitely. This resulted into the National Senate summoning the Speaker to go and explain the reasons. In paragraph 3 of the report of Senate is very categorical in paragraph 3 that this assembly must be opened to allow the statutory requirements, the statutory timelines to be met, and especially the budget making process, which comes to an end by 30th of June 2025. Speaker came and organized for a meeting to start that. The House Business Committee was sabotaged. But at last, a date to open was communicated and assembly was there. The names, those members of the county assembly that were named, could not be allowed because they were strangers. They could not be allowed to enter the assembly. Mischievously, they went into the assembly, sat. Parliament cannot transact its business with strangers in the plenary. That is when the Speaker ordered for their ejection, because they were not members of the county assembly as per the standing orders of Machakos County Assembly. The Speaker had made a ruling based on provisions of the standing orders, presidents from the county, other counties' assemblies, presidents from the National Senate, presidents from global parliament, and that is the reason why the Speaker had to suspend the involved individuals for 28 days. The 28 days, the wisdom is, they will lapse up after 30th of June, when Machakos population of 2 million will have gotten their budget and all the bills that were in the session papers completed. That was never disclosed to the learned judge. We have provided the Hansard, we have provided material evidence, we have provided solid legal arguments, we have provided serious authorities that tomorrow, when the judge sits and looks at this, our prayer, and as the judge listens to the voice of Machakos, people of Machakos have a governor who runs the executive arm of the county of Machakos. People of Machakos spoke loudly and elected MCAs as representatives to the Machakos County Assembly. The MCAs, both elected and nominated, elected in a competitive process the sitting Speaker. The removal of the Speaker has a process known by law. A petition was filed for the removal of the Speaker. That petition, the Speaker came to court and got orders to stop the impeachment of the Speaker. We have put it very clearly to the judge that the Speaker is not worried about impeachment. She has numbers. She controls the majority of the members of the county assembly. And she has a court order stopping any form of impeachment. And we have information that illegal extrajudicial utterances have been put to place to eject our client from her lawful office, where she is discharging her lawful mandate as the Speaker of the County Assembly of Machakos. As a defense team, we shall resist. This is a country governed by the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, governed by the standing orders of Machakos County Assembly, and governed by the presidents set from other parliaments in the Commonwealth all over the world. We believe that we are representing the voice of 2 million Machakos County residents. Is it true or not true?
It's true.
Thank you very much. Unless there's any question.
You have numbers, or the speaker have numbers.
Tuliweza kupata idhini ya kuwakilisha speaker kinara wa kaunti ya Machakos Assembly. Tulipewa makaratasi ambapo wabunge wa kaunti hilo ambao walikosa nidhamu kwa kuvamia bunge la County Assembly kwa tuhuma za kwamba kulikuwa na petition ya kumuondoa gavana ambayo ilikuwa inakuja katika bunge lile. Kisha njama ikapangwa ili kumzuia speaker asiweze kufika katika plenary, ule ukumbi ambapo yale mambo yaliendelea. Speaker aliweza kuzingirwa kwa masaa zaidi ya 9, ambapo ni ajabu kwamba sababu sheria za taifa zinasema polisi ya kitaifa haina nguvu ya kulinda nidhamu ndani ya precincts za bunge. Basi wale katika ile harakati wakati ambapo speaker aliweza kujinasua na kuingia katika bunge la County Assembly, aliweza kufunga kile kikao lile bunge kwa muda ambao haujulikani kwa sababu ya kuhofia hali ya maisha ya waheshimiwa, wafanyikazi na mali ya bunge la County Assembly. Kwa sababu ile yale mambo yaliweza kwenda katika seneti kuu ya taifa la Kenya. Speaker akaitwa pale, akajieleza ya kwamba yaliyomsubiri, aliyoyaona yalikuwa ni mambo yangeleta maafa, ni mambo yangeharibu mali, ni mambo yangeleta watu kupata majeraha. Bunge la Senate likamwamuru speaker aweze kutafuta njia ya kufungua lile bunge, sababu kuna ile timelines ambazo zimewekwa katika kupitisha miswada, hasa miswada ya budget ambayo kaunti ya Machakos nzima inategemea ili utendakazi uweze kufanyika. Speaker alipokuja, basi kikao cha pili kikaitwa. Wale ambao walifanya fujo katika kipindi cha kwanza, ambao walikuwa wametajwa, ilikuwa ni sheria hawangeweza kuruhusiwa kuingia katika bunge na kujadili na maswala, sababu walikuwa wametajwa na speaker na wakaondolewa na masergeant at arms. Hiyo siku ilikuwa tarehe 11. Wale ambao walikuwa wamefukuzwa walinyemelea na kuingia ndani mapema. Speaker alipoingia, licha ya kwamba hawatakikani kuwa pale, waliweza kufuruga, na kule kufuruga communication ambayo ilikuwa inapitishwa, ile communication haingeweza kupitishwa. Mimi kama wakili shupavu tumepitia zile provision zote na tumepata kwamba communication ya speaker ikianza kupeanwa, ikiwa imesisitizwa katikati, sheria inasema kwamba it is presumed imemalizika. Ile ilikuwa ni communication ya kubadilisha uongozi wa bunge la county assemblies kutokana na vyama tofauti tofauti. Wiper ilikuwa imebadilisha uongozi wao. Chap ilikuwa imebadilisha uongozi wao. Ule ambaye ni chief whip alikuwa amecommunicate kwa speaker yale mabadiliko. Fujo ilipotokea, ile fujo ilikuwa kwa sababu ya vitu vitatu. Kwanza, kuzuia mabadiliko hayo yasitekelezwe. Pili, kurudisha wale waheshimiwa ambao walikuwa wametolewa. Tatu, ilikuwa ni kujaribu kuzuia zile petition ambazo zilikuwa zimewekwa za kumuondoa gavana wa kaunti ya Machakos. Kwa sababu hiyo na kwa sababu ya fujo iliyotokea, spika mwerevu na mwenye akili alikumbuka alivyoambiwa kutoka seneti ya jiji la Nairobi kwamba taratibu za bunge za kupitisha budget lazima ziendelee. Budget lazima imalizike kufikia tarehe 30 mwezi wa 6 mwaka huu. Kama haitapitia, wananchi zaidi ya milioni 2 waliomo katika kaunti ya Machakos wataumia. Kwa sababu ya uweledi wake, akaamua kufukuza wale ambao ni wabunge walioleta shida, akiangalia ile shida na kuhatarisha waliofanya kuhatarisha mali na mali wakati wa tarehe 8 ule wakati, na wakati huu wakatimuliwa kwa siku 28 kufuatana na kipengele cha kwanza cha County Assemblies articles ziko pale. Wakaja katika mahakama hii. Tumeeleza hii mahakama ya kwamba haina jurisdiction, sababu lazima ule mbunge atakayetimuliwa na spika arudi na afanye appeal katika kitengo maalum kilichotengwa katika sheria. Akishakataliwa katika ile appeal, ndipo atarudi mahakamani. Kwa hivyo hii koti haina jurisdiction. Tunasema mambo zile order zilipeanwa hapa, zilipeanwa bila mahakama kupewa ni nini hasa kilichotendeka. Kwa hivyo hilo ndilo jambo la kwanza, ya kwamba hii mahakama ndiyo itakuwa na jurisdiction wakati ambapo wale wabunge wameenda kwa appellate process na kukamilisha zile appellate processes. Tumerudi pia, tumeelezea mahakama kwamba sio kesi moja iliyoko hapa, kuna zaidi ya kesi 3. Kesi moja iko kwa political parties tribunal. Mahakama ya High Court haikujulishwa, ilihadaiwa. Tumeeleza mahakama kuna kesi nyingine katika hii mahakama. Hii mahakama haikujulishwa. Kwa hivyo tumezileta zote pale na tumeomba mambo mawili: zile order zilizopeanwa na mahakama ziweze kubatilishwa hivi kwamba wale ambao walitimuliwa wabaki kuwa wametimuliwa njia mbili. Walitimuliwa katika nafasi za uongozi wa vyama vyao kuja bungeni, na pia walitimuliwa kutoka bunge na spika kwa sababu ya utovu wa nidhamu. Hayo ndio mambo tumeyaleta leo, tumeweza kufile, na tunahakika kwamba kesho mwendo wa saa 3 wakati ambapo jaji atapata makaratasi yetu, tutaweza kubatilisha ule uamuzi. Wale ambao ni wabunge halali wa bunge la Machakos County waweze kuendelea na kazi yao, wale wengine wafanye appeal pale. In summary, what I've said.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Today, we as the legal team of the Speaker of the County Assembly of Machakos have come to Machakos County because our client has been sued on more than one case on the basis of abuse of power, abuse of office, and other alleged grounds by rogue MCAs. our instructions from the Speaker of the County of Machakos Assembly was to the effect that, number one, we respond to those allegations, and we responded to them very articulately, crushing each and every ground that has been raised with provisions of the law, and that at all times, at all relevant times, the Speaker was always acting within the confines of the law, and there is nothing that she has done that is outside what has been provided for the law. The court has also given orders whereby her mandate has been interfered with. Her mandate in discharging her constitutional functions as a Speaker has been interfered with. And in that regard, we have moved to court under a certificate of urgency with an application to have the same orders set aside and vacated as a result of material non-disclosure of facts and issues that the petitioners, who are the rogue MCAs, failed to disclose to the Honorable Court, and only relied on grounds that do not exist so that they can have the mercy of the court. And these orders were given without giving the Speaker the right to be heard. She was never afforded the right to be heard, contrary to provisions of fair hearing under the Constitution of Kenya, Article 50. And therefore, we are putting very serious questions before the court, that why such orders, which have been termed as temporary orders, have a final nature. That these orders that have been set aside, which are contradicting the mandate of the Speaker, are likely to cause grave injustices, and they are against the public interest of the people of Machakos County. So we are hoping that in the fullness of time that we will get justice, and that the court will be able to appreciate all the facts before making any other pronouncement. Additionally, we have also raised a preliminary objection on the grounds that the MCAs who went before court went to court because they are alleging that there was a motion filed to remove the Speaker, and yet they were recipients of disciplinary action because of acting contrary to what has been provided for in the standing orders. And one of the provisions in the standing orders cites that internal mechanisms have to be explored, and because that has not yet been explored and exhausted, we have filed a notice of preliminary objection on the two files, and we are waiting to see what the court will direct. I yield the floor to my senior.
We are here to address a matter regarding some reckless utterances that were made by the governor of Machakos on a Sunday regarding a disregard for the rule of law, indicating that she's going to mobilize goons to come and cause havoc in the County Assembly of Machakos. And it's on that matter that we have come here today to seek guidance, and also to be assured that the security of the Assembly and that of the Speaker is guaranteed, because when a leader of a caliber openly displays ignorance and says that she's going to sponsor people to come and vandalize the Assembly, that is the lowest that we can get in terms of leadership. And we want to tell the governor, the Constitution is very clear on the doctrine of separation of powers. Assembly is not an arm or an executive wing. It's an independent body that has an autonomy, and what we are saying is that the Assembly must be respected, and its operation must also be respected, because what the Speaker did on Tuesday last week was within the law. And instead of inciting the members of public, because we saw it happen last week, and she confirmed that all along she has been the person behind the chaos, anarchy that has been witnessing in Machakos. And because we are law-abiding, we are going to abide by the law, but she must be warned that she should keep off away from the affairs of the County Assembly, and also ensure that she doesn't interfere with the welfare and operations of this County Assembly, because our role is to oversight and we are going to oversight you accordingly and as per the law. So do your job and keep off the affairs of County Assembly of Machakos. And finally, we saw you make an allegation that we have some of the leaders, the President of Kenya, that is funding issues here in office. So, Madam Wavinya, we want to tell you the problem in Machakos is squarely on you. So stop dragging the president in your issues. Stop dragging Dr. Alfred Mutua on your issues. Stop dragging Honorable Makau and other esteemed leaders of this county in your incompetences, because you are the problem and we are going to deal with you properly. Thank you.
Thank you, members of press. I want to say that today we are here so that now we may make things clear to the people of Machakos that Governor Wavinya, she has gone to be a rogue governor in the history of Machakos County, because instead of her concentrating with the mandates and the work which she was given when she was voted in, she has turned and now she is accusing everyone. Machakos having a problems day in, day out. As my colleague has said, it was so much embarrassing to see that you can stand in a pulpit and then start accusing, saying that the issues in the Machakos County Assembly have been caused by Honorable Kawai, Honorable Makau, Honorable Mutua, and other people who have caused. Now, how are they affecting you? The development which we are seeing today, they are all development which were done by Mutua. And therefore you need to wake up and start doing your work.